As it was in the beginning, so it is today, my dear friends, and so it shall be in the end. So the PNM says, it matters not whether you are East Indian, it matters not whether you are African, it matters not whether you are Chinese or Syrian, Lebanese or white or mixed. It matters not who you are, as long as you are a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago, but more importantly, a member of the human race. That is what is important to us. You are a human being, and therefore you are entitled to be treated in a particular way. But friends, as the political situation in the country gets more desperate for certain political parties, they're going to call on that race card more and more and more. That is their pattern. It's not the first time. I could have predicted that a long time, you know. And you see, after tonight's meeting, with such a large audience here in what they consider their hometown, they don't understand that they no longer have any hometown. Chaguanas is PNM country, ladies and gentlemen. After tonight's meeting, a level of desperation is going to step into their thinking. They're going to be sure that we're calling an election very soon. Leave them alone. An election is a matter for the Prime Minister. The calling of an election is a matter for the Prime Minister to determine only, so they could guess if they want. I could assure them of one thing: whatever they guess wrong. Remember what Eric Williams says? It will come like a thief in the night. So ladies and gentlemen, all I say to you is to trim your lamps, so that when the bridegroom comes, I don't want you to be found wanting to have no oil in your lamps, my dear friends. Trim them. Trim them. So ladies and gentlemen, we are committed to ensuring that we eradicate this issue of race in the country. And as I have said before, I make a personal appeal to all of you tonight. It is not a commitment from your lips. It is not a commitment from your lips, my dear friends. You could say anything. I want you to be honest and sincere about it. When we say that we want to live together in harmony with people who are different from us, I want it to be a commitment from your very hearts. From your hearts. I remind you, my dear friends, it is a love thing. It is a love thing, and only love can change hearts. This is going to be a lovely night. Coming back on the plane this evening, I was reading something. I want to read it for you. Am I allowed to do that? It is a statement that goes as follows. By the year 2020, Trinidad and Tobago will be a united, resilient, productive, innovative, and prosperous nation with a disciplined, caring, fun-loving society comprising healthy, happy, and well-educated people, and built on the enduring attributes of self-reliance, respect, tolerance, equity, and integrity, in which every citizen has equal opportunities to achieve his or her fullest potential. All citizens enjoy a high quality of life, where quality health care is available to all, and where safe, peaceful, environmentally friendly communities are maintained. All citizens are assured of a sound, relevant education system tailored to meet the human resource needs of a modern, progressive, technologically advancing nation. Optimum use is made of all the resources of the nation. The family, as the foundation of the society, contributes to its growth, development, and stability. There is respect for the rule of law and human rights, and the promotion of the principles of democracy. The diversity and creativity of all its people are valued and nurtured. You know what is that? That is the vision of the PNM. That is a vision, my dear friends, to which you, the party members, committed yourselves in the year 2000 when we were still in opposition. We said that if you give us a chance to come back into government, we are going to pursue developed country status by the year 2020. That is the vision. My goodness, I want to ask you a question. Which other political party has any vision like that? We'll ask you a second question. What is the vision of the UNC? What is the vision of the COP? What is the vision of Ramjadji? They have no vision, my dear friends. And all of us know, where there is no vision, a people will perish. We also agreed that we will pursue our vision on the basis of 5 developmental pillars, enabling competitive business. Businesses have to be competitive so that we could exist in a globalized community. Nurturing a caring society. The government must be caring. The society must be caring. And we must be able to take care of those in our society who are not able to take care of themselves. We must invest in sound infrastructure and the environment. You heard Mustafa Abdul Hamid a few minutes ago. When he talked about desalination plants for water, to give us some kind of assurance against the possibility that with climate change, you're going to get drought. It is investing in sound infrastructure consistent with that pillar. Developing innovative people. You listened to Nabila Akalu tonight. She talked about the scholarship program, and she talked about what happens in our primary and secondary schools. All of that designed to make our people innovative and to keep faith with the 4th developmental pillar on which we are determined to pursue developed country status by the year 2020. You're telling me? And the 5th one, governing effectively. Governing effectively, my dear friends. That's what we are all about tonight. Governing effectively. And the minute we commit ourselves to governing effectively, we commit ourselves to a review of all the processes of governance. There is a process that exists at the local level. It is called local government, so local government reform. There is a process that exists at the national level, constitution reform. There is a process that exists at the regional level, that is Caribbean integration, economic and political integration. And there is a process that exists at the international level, which is the conduct of the country's foreign policy, and a review of the international governance systems, a review of the arrangements by which the United Nations conducts its business, the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, the Inter-American Development Bank, the Organization of American States, and organizations of that nature. Governing effectively. Over the last 3 meetings, we have spent some considerable time talking with you about local government reform. And you'll remember, we outlined an exciting new system of local governance where we have executive councils and where we have full-time local government people who are members of the executive council. The executive council will comprise 7 men. All you remember that? You didn't do your home lessons. You remember it, my dear friends, do you? Okay. Local government reform, opening up opportunities, my dear friends, for political expression and advancement at the local level, and preparing a new cadre of local government people who, if they do well, can now advance to the national level, parliament. So it's an incubator for service at a higher level. Spent 3 lectures on that. Tonight, my dear friends, we want to begin constitution reform. Reform of the country's constitution. You know what a constitution is? A constitution really comprises the rules by which any society is governed. A constitution are the rules by which any society is governed. It's just like a game of football. It's just like a game of football. If you are too far behind the backs, then you're offside. If the ball goes out of play, then it's a throw. Those are the rules. And if you remove the mayor of Chaguanas, the UNC call that foul, you have all of that. The rules by which the game is played. And every game has rules. If you don't have rules, you're going to have anarchy. A constitution, therefore, are the rules by which your society is governed. How that sound? Any questions?